Hello, Yuna from Oz here. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you are well. We're having some really nice autumn weather here in southeastern Australia, so I hope the weather is being kind to you wherever you are. I know I make a lot of little journals, and I buy some ready-made journals. My little sewing journal video that I did was quite popular, so I thought I might show you, for those who don't sew or don't have a sewing machine, I thought I might show you the other ways you can actually put a little journal together. And here's just a few that I have put together. Some are decorated and some are not. This one is really simple. It's just some 6x4 pre-printed cards, and all I have done is punched a hole with a not so huge hole punch and basically threaded a bit of twine through. So that makes a perfectly acceptable mini journal. These are great because if you want to take it with you, put it in your purse, in your pocket, in your bag, it fits perfectly. So that's a little one. Another little one is the same thing with the pre-printed cards, but this one I have just run through the sewing machine. Now, the problem with the sewing machine is you are limited to how thick you can make them. So you have to be a little bit sensible about the thickness. This one has a few more pages than this one. Obviously, I didn't want to bust my needle or wreck my machine going through too thicker pages. This one is interesting. I have partly decorated this. This is a journal made from what I call a one-page wonder. I can't remember where I saw it, but I did see it on YouTube, where you just take a page and you fold it and cut it a certain way and you can make it into a little journal. Now, the easiest thing about this is anybody can do it with a rectangular piece of paper, and instead of decorating it, you can actually just glue them back to back and keep gluing them until you have quite a thick journal. This is just a piece of advertising paper that I used, and because it is paper and I put card on it, it has become quite sturdy. So yes, it's only really small, but I could simply not have put this on and just keep adding pages to it. I don't know if I can find the one-page wonder, but if I do, I will put the link below. Another little journal that I did is this one has I'm pretty sure it's 150 GSM art paper. So this one could take wet mediums quite well. It's just got a bit of scrapbooking paper on the cover, and all I did was punch 2 holes and put 2 little brads in. Those are the ones where you push the pins back out. To cover the pins, I put on a piece of washi tape because they are quite spiky, and I certainly didn't want them to catch on anything, but that makes quite an acceptable journal. Again, this one could take watercolors, water pencils, anything like that, small enough to put in your bag, and you could even use a pen and doodle and maybe put some paint on it later. Another one I've done, and I did this recently, this is just made from jumbo playing cards, and it is decorated, but I have just put the joints together with washi tape both sides, and then I decorated it with butterflies. So again, washi tape both sides, and just started decorating. This you could keep adding to and adding to, so you could end up with actually quite a large sort of book. But this one I tried to keep it in a size that was reasonable. I thought it worked out really well. I really quite like it, and I have hordes and hordes and hordes of washi tape, so there was no problem trying to find. So it's quite an accordion style book. But that's another a small book, but an easy one to do. If you have washi tape, you can just use plain masking tape instead of washi tape, or you could even use strips of paper that you glue down. This one actually has a hinge. Again, it's 6x4 pre-printed pages. Obviously, I have done a little bit of decorating in this one, and this one uses strips of paper as hinges. So they're just strip of paper folded in half, and then a piece of card is stuck either side. I will actually be making one of these soon to show you the process. And before I stuck the front and back cards down, I put a brad through the ribbon to hold the ribbon on, and the end of the brad is covered by the paper. You can see that I didn't do a great job putting it straight, but I like handmade things to look handmade. So there's my paper in between, and that's just basically some pre-printed card. You could use scrapbooking paper, you could use any cards of any description, as long as you cut them all the same size, pre-printed or handmade, and you just cut these strips of card and fold them and glue them down. But I will be doing a video on that soon. So anyway, you don't have to specifically have a sewing machine to make a journal. Any of these styles of journal can be made larger. Of course, if you made them larger, you would probably want to do more binding in the spine. You would probably want to put more brads in this, and you can certainly make these larger by adding larger strips of light card in the thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short video on what you can do to make all kinds of journals when you don't have a sewing machine. It is easy, it is fun, and you certainly can use a lot of recycled materials. You don't specifically have to go out and buy ready printed cards or paper, because there's certainly many acceptable packaging and recycled materials you can use. Anyway, have a go at making a journal, and I'd love to hear from you and see how you go. All the best. Bye bye.